that is, it's a squatter community, so that is an informal settlement. People started moving in there, putting shacks up there. Government had to make a plan to try and accommodate them. This pink structure is the crash classroom that we fixed up, and that doesn't really look fixed up to you. Hello. If you look down here, you get a feeling this is what this is pretty good still, and then as you walk further in, it gets worse.
How are you?
Can you tell them what their condition is? Can you tell these?
She said FIS,
Yeah.
fetal alcohol syndrome. The mother, I'm the caregiver.
Yeah.
A caregiver of her.
Hello.
She's got a hole in her mouth. It's alcohol syndrome. She was weighing under 1 kilo when she was born.
The guys are making a film of what it actually looks like here, and then that can be shown for awareness. And when did you go for operation?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes, I'm going to. My work give me a leave. Say hello, Funke Werner.
Hello.
Say hello. They say to me, go.
So just sign the baby over to you.
Yes.
Go.
It's not right. I mean, you feel the side for 9 months, no? I mean the bond. Fighting for this one.
No,
Werner! But Werner keep us in prayer.
Of course,
Tuesday morning, 8
Of
o'clock.
course.
Should we?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. Good morning. Now I brought with me 6 cameras from the UK, which I'm going to be leaving behind with you. This project doesn't finish when I leave. It doesn't end there. It carries on. Hopefully we can achieve something together. What I'd like you to do is to form up right now into a pair, okay? So if you'd just like to take a moment now, around this side, that would be very good. Thank you. Okay, now, just a little bit about myself before we carry on. Photography has given me so much in my life. I haven't been to university. I haven't even been to college. I've taught myself everything about photography over the years. And what photography has been for me has been a voice. It's been my voice in the world for me to tell stories. This is a brilliant chance for you, not just to show the people in Britain about where you live, but to show the people of the world.
It must be a voice for me. So you see, the pictures I take will sort of reflect on my thoughts and how I see the world and things like that. So I want it to be a voice for me. I want to be recognized by the pictures I take.
Now, has there anybody here who hasn't used a camera before? Is there anybody who hasn't used a camera? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any more who haven't used a camera? 6. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the very simple rules straight away, and I want to get a camera in your hands as soon as possible. Lens. Aperture is a hole in the lens. We big hole. F16. Can you see the little hole? Right. Draw F16. Let's have a pass the cameras
Very cool.
Remember the one.
Do you
know who Elton John is?
No.
Elton John?
Yes.
Do you guys know who Elton John is?
No, but I don't think it was the same Elton John. I don't think it's the same one. Elton John, but the gay one. Yeah, the gay one.
You half depress it. Look. You half, just gentle touch.
I noticed that there's more to the picture than just taking it.
Exactly.
There's a lot of effort to it.
First time you've ever used a camera?
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic.
Measles and polio campaign that we're having.
Oh, okay.
We're supposed to do 120 a day.
Who wants to go first?
Understand?
Lots of rubbish. The rubbish seems to be a recurring theme. Is it the thing? That's a very nice picture. So you guys really need some bins and need some rubbish collection. Is that where they burn the rubbish, yeah? Which is also gangsters. Yes. Weren't you afraid of the gangsters?
No, we know them.
Very nice. And what is the? Do you know this young man?
Yeah, it's coming from school.
His school is a lovely, lovely boy.
Those guys, they line up to get soup from the kitchen.
Okay. And who's that?
No.
No, and the organization to look after kids that are staying on the streets. I mean, like, they spend most of their days in the streets, so we put them in a crèche to give them some, like, you can say it's like educating them in a crèche.
That's good work. I haven't seen one camera yet where there aren't some really brilliant pictures on it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about these pictures tomorrow. We'll have a look at them on my computer, and we'll see, and we can talk about them and what we all like about them and what we don't like. There's some really good pictures here. Thing you all have in common was, I think you all took photographs of things which are very important to you, and I really like that. And it's really great that it featured your friends and it featured your family as well. The reason why I like this photograph is it tells me something about this person. Expression, animation, or the other thing is if we get emotion in a picture. Why did you take this picture? Who are these people? They don't go to school. The more I look at them, the more I like them. And I think they're very good photographs, because what you've put into these photographs is heart and soul, and they're full of your lives, and that's what makes these pictures very powerful. So really well done. That's a very nice picture again. Who's in this picture?
Looking for work, wants to go work, or just so
He's looking for work, yeah?
wants to go work, or so.
And that's his little boy, yes? Okay. Do you know this guy? Is he a friend of yours?
Used to be
And who are these guys?
Yeah, Rastas.
They're Rastas.
Yes. These brothers.
I think I might have noticed that one. Okay. You went up to them and you asked them if you could take their pictures.
They asked to take a picture of me.
They asked, didn't they? Okay.
I don't know, it's like a form of meditation. I don't know when one reaches enlightenment, if you can say like that. It's just a form you find yourself holding is humble, like a mountain, if I could say like that.
Okay.
Oh, I thought what she had in her hand and what she was pushing. You know, it was like a whole interesting thing there. So I thought I would ask her to get a photograph of her.
And who is this guy? Some people in the group are real posers. That's real posers. Very good picture indeed. I really like. Who took that one? And who are these ladies?
These ladies that have been here by the polio immunization thing.
It's just ordinary women, and it's just telling the story again. That they all have their children. Where are those women going? What is the story? Don't they have beautiful clothes as well?
They do.
And they dress well. So it's once again it's a story within a photograph. And who are these guys?
The gangsters.
They're the gangsters, aren't they? In this picture we can see that these guys, they're kind of really hard guys. But there's something good in these people, you can see. Somehow, there is something. There we go. So guys, big round of applause, pick it up for
He said, no, I'm not watching you.
Once again, is she serious when she's saying don't want to take my picture? Don't answer the question. Everybody around it, is she serious? No.
She's laughing.
Exactly.
Background really good to show the community.
Yeah, exactly. Very important.
Electric wires.
Like, illegal connections. It's why we get the education.
Most of the people in Overcome, they don't have electric, so they have to do it illegally.
I really love it. Possibly my favourite. This photograph would be good enough to put in any magazine.
Definitely.
In any newspaper. What is she doing?
She said, don't take a photo there.
And then we're back to the beginning. Give them a massive applause. Where is this? Is this at the creche?
Yeah.
You volunteered for that. Beautiful picture. Very powerful picture. You guys have done very, very well. What is going on here?
They think it's hiding.
Did you mean to take it as it was covering his eyes? It's a beautiful picture. Look at this story. All it is a kid walking down the road, and we've made our own story for him. That he's a happy boy, he's good at school, and he looks so proud, and he looks so happy. Like this one too, it's very, very good. In the wire. And once again, it's a lot of fun. It tells a story. A very nice picture again. Who took this one? You took. Why did you take this picture?
With the way he was sitting and the paintings behind it, it's just, I don't know, it just looked like a story.
And he liked you taking this picture, yes? You can tell that again, as you see. Monroe, who are these little girls?
She's also a volunteer at the creche.
It's a great picture, Monroe, really. Once again, good enough for any magazine or any newspaper anywhere in the world. Very, very good. How interesting, as a photographer, is it? The ones that I've selected, I've seen lots of photographs of rubbish. Many, many photographs of rubbish. Yet this is one of the few that I've chosen.
The guy riding a bike, you know. It's like he adds something to it, he puts a life to it.
Exactly. It gives it some context.
I wanted to take a picture of him, actually, while riding a bike.
It's a cool artistical accident.
So they've got a shack which goes in the air.
Yeah, there is a shack, but they put another one on top.
Double story shack.
Although I can see sort of poverty around, it doesn't stop people from, life goes on basically, that's what
Life goes on.
Yeah.
What I'm really enjoying about all of your photographs is that there is not just one dimension to them. He's doing what, sorry?
He's showing off.
He's showing off. Okay. What's the real story now?
The boy was dancing, he came running to us when he saw us taking photographs. He asked us to take a picture of him. We're so excited.
Skates that means exercise.
28. There's a gang here that's called the 28.
In prison, not
Oh, the
here.
gang in prison. Oh, the 28th gang in prison. Baltimore.
80% of the community, everybody I could say over the age of 22 or even under has been to jail. I would say like that.
Yeah.
So it's like these kids, they just pick it up from their big brothers or their dads or
Copy.
And then to make it worse, there's condoms in prisons. I mean, the prisons are only for men, but why would government put condoms in prison only for men? You know what I mean?
You will see 26, 28, star here, a dollar sign, and some stuff like that. The dollar sign is a 26.
It gets worse at night, especially when there's no lights. You know? So it's like, the life here is miserable if you could say it like that, but it's not really like that.
Yesterday, when you guys went out taking pictures, Katherine and I went to get some sunblock, and then we went to walk after you where you'd gone, and we could not see where you'd gone. it didn't feel wise. It felt we had cameras and whatever. It just felt like a really stupid thing to do. So we came back.
Now that is a feeling that you guys had just for one day, but now there's over 15,000 people here. They have that feeling every day. Now, the role models in the communities are all gangsters. So you can picture these kids come from school and they just want to be like those guys. They just want to sit with those guys.
In my soccer team, there's boys like that, always gangsters. And at the age of 13,
there was an opportunity for the youth, you know, if there was, like, how can I say, the opportunity of employment. Because most of the youth, they don't have, like, let's say, the situation at home, financially it's bad, it's real bad, you know. So it's like if you could get a job, you'd spend more time to work, or you'd, like, spend all your energy at work, and you wouldn't have time for these guys, and not for the gangsters.
This is a big message to me, but it's also a message to other people as well, that you want to do good things, and whether it's just a hobby or whether it's something else and a way of taking things further forward in your lives, it's a possibility.
The resource centre starts now when Drew and them leaves, it starts now. So the cameras will live in the resource centre and they'll be there for you guys to use.
I'd love to, yeah, that'd be really nice. Nice to meet all of your families, you know, it'd be really good.
I lost 3 family members during a gang. They shoot them dead. I lost 5 friends, you can say, during gang war. They shoot my brother also, you can ask him here, right where that says.
They shot you?
Yeah.
Where did they shoot you? You're very lucky, hey?
I think they took all his clothes off. Come in, that's my dog, Trouble. Come here, you like to bite.
Okay.
This is my house. This is my eldest child's name, and this is my baby. I'm an ex-gangster, and the only way to come out of that is if you either you commit yourself to Christ, or you have children, or you get married. Otherwise, they will kill you. When my first child was born, Tarika. When she was born, I decided to let go because I want a life for my children, for me also, man. Children that don't grow up with their daddies, they will go and run in other men's arms just so, and they don't even know what they're doing because they just want love. Want to meet the mother of Tyria?
Why don't you take some pictures of her together with your other child? That would be really nice. I said, come down, there you go. Put your arms around mummy, that's it.
Now look to the camera.
That's it.
That's one of my friends.
Cool picture. Did he know you were going to take this picture? Of course.
Yeah, I was actually. He actually posed for the photo.
He looks pretty cool, and you see, you can tell people always go to a little pose. Nice picture. I like the blue very much. That's your friend. What's he pointing at?
At the roof view. Yeah.
The mountain.
Yes, that's my twin sister again and my sister's child and me.
A lovely picture. There will be pictures in the Cape Times today which are not as good as this. Really, it's very good indeed. Who's that?
It's my mommy.
That's your mom. Yeah. You haven't said to her, hold the pillow as if you're doing this. She's actually doing it, and she thinks it's funny that you're taking a picture, right? Yes?
She actually didn't want us to take the picture, so we just forced her to stand there and to take it.
You forced her? So you've taken her, you've adopted this child as your sister?
Not actually adopted, like we just take her as our sister.
Oh, you've taken her as
yeah, we love her, that's why. Because she gets at home she gets abused and stuff like that, so we're just trying to give her the love, that's why. We just put her in.
This is interesting. This is a portrait. Even though there is no person in this picture, this room tells us more about the person. So really, strictly speaking, it isn't a portrait, but it kind of is. Once again, there will be photographs in the Cape Times which are not as good as this. World class. Seriously, world class. Really. Simple, it's beautiful, it's strong, it's powerful. Lots of innocence. You have the innocence of the child. It's beautifully sharp. I think you've done really well. Okay.
Social business. We're going to have to leave virtually now. We're going through. IAS Cape Town have very kindly offered for us to come through to watch their practice, and then for you guys to spend some time with some of the players.
You guys must take this stuff very seriously and carry it through in your lives and so on, because it can really make a difference in your lives and make you achieve the dreams that you have. And when you tell your story of pain and suffering, people will still end up asking you, so what are you doing about it? You know what I'm saying? So no matter what your circumstances might be and what the situation in life might be, you guys go out there and kick ass. You know what I'm saying? In a good, positive sort of way. Okay? So you've got a good opportunity. You're going to spend time with Ajax Cape Town. Yo, guys. Hey, you have to take that shirt off. You have as it is, yeah. We call him Amakosi. Amakosi alive. Hey, Ace for sure. Hey, there you go. If it wasn't for Imagine and True North, this wouldn't have happened. Okay, guys, go out there and kick some backside. My name is Abe Taylor, and I manage the Vrygrond Community Center, which is the facility that you're having your workshop in. The facility has really been funded by the Elton John Foundation, Elton John AIDS Foundation, and it was officially opened on the 24th of March by Elton John. This side of the center caters for adults, particularly those infected and affected, vulnerable as a result of HIV and AIDS. And we do life skills training here. The ladies also earn an income from the work they do, mainly sewing and beadwork. And we also run the Fit for Life program, which is a program for young people and really a preventative strategy. We focus on the high risk group between the ages of 18 and 30. That's also the highest risk for HIV infection and so on. We train them in life skills and job skills, and so far we have been successful in placing more than 80% of the people in our program. just hearing that you guys are taking them to Ajax's home ground and they're going to meet some of the players who played in Saturday's cup final. It really gave me goosebumps because it is such an incredible experience. It will make a great impact because these young people will be able to capture their community in various settings and so on. And I'm sure with the involvement of guys like Werner and Vicky and them, Imagine and True North, that they'll be able to take it to another level. So I'm really thrilled by all of this, and I'm sure you'll come back again year after year to see how what you started now is going to grow and develop.
Following that camera strike, that's very good. Honestly, it's one of the biggest things.
When I'm chilling with friends and we're watching, but I'm not a hardcore football fan. Yeah, like World Cup, tournaments, yes.
Spain, England, all of them, actually. Yeah, that's my favorite player, Steven Pina. He's old days, he used to play for Ajax, that's number 29.
Camera goes below 30th of a second, you can put it on a tripod. So, if you'd like to have a look, okay. My fingers are maybe using one if you've got one to all help one another. That goes to the front. That's lovely. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Making stuff like this will be a bag afterwards. And doing handworks, embroidery. When it opened, it is being called right now also community center. But everybody knows it's an HIV center because we are a small community here in Vrygrond. 95% of Vrygrond's population is HIV positive. And where are they? Maybe they feel if they come, people will judge them and say, oh, she's got HIV, he's got HIV. I think mainly that's the reason why. But I'm planning to go and look for them. To bring them on their hands and say, come sit down and come be here with us. Do something.
Those tickets, so we can go with us to watch the game on Saturday. Yes, it's gonna be nice on Saturday.
I'm gonna take my grandmother with me this weekend to watch Ajax and Wings United game, date 17 April 2010. The kickoff begins at 3.
Watch this game on Saturday.
It's down to you to keep learning, and that's a really important thing. I believe great things will come of this whole experience.
I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart and from the coach.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is Salvin. His parents is into drugs and alcohol. In the evening, Salvin would loiter around the community begging for food. He's between the ages of 3 and 4 years old. Family never cared about him. And it is within this regard that we started the Salvin Learning Program for kids in similar situations like Salvin. It started with a group of 6 kids. We now have 40 kids of parents who's into alcohol and drugs, children that has been abused. And we run a daily program educating them, teaching them numbers, ABC. We're teaching them about life skills, their body, the importance of development. And also most importantly is giving these kids a lot of love. Salvin has been handed over now in foster care. He's no longer with us. He's been placed with a very good family. The children is very much at risk of being abused sexually. We had a couple of cases where a child came here with a blue eye, a 3-year-old little girl came with a blue eye, and she's also been removed from her own mom. She's now living with her aunt. And the mother's in an institution because of this drug called crystal meth. The majority of our youth in Vrygrond is on crystal meth, and that's a very big problem. And we're running programs for our youth here, and this program, especially the Salvin Learning Program, has been managed by about 10 youth that is here in the morning, sacrificing their time and coming to make sure that our kids is in a safe haven and being loved and educated. Monroe started with us about 4 years ago. He joined a particular group called Young Stars, also a soccer team that we've developed, but we passed it on to the community. And then Monroe started playing from the one team to the other team, where he was not really happy. The last team that he played with, the adult became involved in negative activities, and Monroe had to make a decision, not just for himself, but for many kids that look up to him, because he was the coach within that team. And he came to us as an organization because he's one of our youth leaders, and he asked us if we can't help with these kids. And we started with the Rainbow Chiefs. The same kids that was playing for this adult moved with Monroe and became part of the Rainbow Chiefs. And he's very good with the kids. He's also part of the care program. We work with kids about, say, plus minus 40 kids whose children into drugs, alcohol, and who's gone through abuse. He's part of that program, and believe me, he's very good with it. There's many challenges in Vrygrond, but the beauty of Vrygrond is there's so many youth that still have hope, they still have dreams. It's hard for me to see these kids have these dreams, and not a lot of support is coming out for them. They have such a lot of hope where this organization is concerned. Our hands are tied due to a lack of finance. Monroe is one of those kids that really needs support. Those 60 kids that he works with, those kids who come from serious backgrounds. Communities like Vrygrond need people that cares. Not just people like myself, but outside people that come and see how they can help, how they can support. The education is not good. Kids drop out of school due to a lack of finance. And like I said, it's very hard for these kids. You know, there's so many kids like Monroe. Joe is one of them. They have hopes. And for us, it's an inspiration to work harder, to make sure that these kids is being developed in the right direction. Monroe's team will be one of the most successful teams in Vrygrond. Spiritually, Monroe is a very spiritual child. And you know, I wish more of the youth can be like him, that they embrace the Lord like that. You know, and that is what keeps him in that kind of direction.
Most of the boys come from a background where the parents are in abuse, alcohol, and drugs. So that's the reason why I started the soccer team. It's because the drugs in Capricorn is very high. For me to be a coach at the age of 20, I'm very proud. I started with 20 boys, and I'm a group of 80. And I started very small. having nothing, not a gear, nothing, balls, nothing, only orange t-shirts. And I really trust in God to have faith in Him to provide stuff for me. So that's the reason why I have 80 boys, because I have faith in God. And yeah, so.
Wonder is my coach and I like him because he's the best coach, I think so. We have respect for him and he have respect for us. And here in Vrygrond, the gangsters, they're wild here. They rob the people and they steal from other people. And when I'm here with Mondre, I have to be disciplined. I must always be obedient.
Kama